Wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Wide, ain't it? Right there in the middle. 55. They're going to need some therapy after this. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Deuce, 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 deuce. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Throwing on second down. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 77 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10, just shy of the 30. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Miller. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Watson with a give to Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Texans.
On first and 10, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Second down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
To try again after the sack. Watson buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
What's that? 19! 43! I'm coming for you! You mine! Wide, get wide! Line and go!
On third down, Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll run with Miller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Houston.
This is it. Ready, team. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check safety.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. These two teams all tied after one. Prescott from the gun on third. He'll let it fly for Austin. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down, Texans.
Lamar Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 39-yard
Set.
line.
19. 26. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Alert. Mark 38. Mark 38. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On second and 12, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call. They get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
On second and 11 now, Prescott. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's fourth down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Watson on first down. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on second down. Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 72 yards, and the Texans have taken the lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you can do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Move. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, watch it, watch it.
From the 24, Prescott will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to... And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, 69 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath to add the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Here's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go, 47. Check 55. 26.
Now Prescott. Cooper's got him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Let's see what you got.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll will take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Really looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had...
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
We take it win, We're going to 53. Check.
Elliott running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
47.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd down now. It's Miller. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He can... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. High. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right. Here we go. Kill.
Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Kill.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Going for the deep ball. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 53 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here go 46. 41 to Mike. 41 looks off. Check. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check it out, Reed. Back. We're going to 54. Why? Kill. 26.
Now Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from the 20. And the Texans push further out in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we said?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
At the 20-yard line.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't think so. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. He tried to heave it from his own end zone, and the danger, it reared its ugly head.
We have seen those plays work out successfully before. You take the shot, try and gain some yardage. Sometimes you fool them. Not in this case, though. Try to get it deep down.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
We're going to 53. Here we go, 46. Here we go, D. Here, 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A second down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott to throw. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. 4th down, Prescott. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They come out here in the I. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. To throw is Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Cowboys get a bit closer. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. You're set. 20. Mark 30. Hey, alert. Here we go. Check 43.
Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Kill. Check 3. Hey, kill. 27, 26.
Now Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll run with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.